Okay, guys, we are live. Oh my God, Alisson is in Wonderland. What the hell was that? Liverpool beat Westbrom by 2-1. 95th minute corner. Oh, Alisson steps up, bang, into the corner. What a finish. Ali with the finish. Oh my God. I did a reaction on my channel to it earlier. I just couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. 95th minute header, a great header as well. A really good, well-placed header. But it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable result. We didn't get a result there. We were gone. 1-1 was no use. We needed the 3 points. We needed the 3 points today, and we got them. Did we get them late? We'll go through the performance. Jack Mac LFC should be in pretty soon, and we'll have a bit of a chat about it. So, wow. Gotta love Alisson, says John Moore. Ali, what's happened to Alisson in the last, say, 6 months has just been unbelievable. You know, Alisson's dad passing away, of course, in Brazil. Wow. It's just, I was on Yanks of the Cop straight after, and the energy for those half hour straight on after Yanks of the Cop. But Jesus Christ, that was just the goalkeeper in the 95th minute. Everything that's happened to this team in the last 6 months, for the keeper to come up in the 95th. What a moment. Iconic, says Rory Fitz. Absolutely iconic. It's only iconic if we make Burnley and Palace count, and we win at Burnley and win at Palace. That's when it counts. We had 6 points to play for. Jack Mac LFC is in the green room. Here he is. Jack, how are you?
Get in the Reds. Oh, Davey boy. Reds.
Fuck's sake. They can't keep doing this, Jack. It's killing me.
There's no words even that can put into what has just happened, mate. But thank you for letting me come on, mate. Hopefully every Reds watching's keeping safe and well. But phenomenal, mate. That goal. The ability of a goalkeeper to do that, lad.
Yeah.
It wasn't an easy header. The ball.
Well, he is Brazilian. Brazilian. That helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I loved, mate, it was, and I don't know if everyone picked up on in the interview, obviously Actabig, your mate Dave.
Yeah. I'm only after, you have to send me a few messages on Instagram.
Yeah.
Already.
It's great because they were doing. Did you like a little competition? Something I think Ali said that after post match. They're doing a couple of competitions, and it was very evident. And he's a big lad, but the sheer determination from every single Liverpool player on the pitch tonight, mate. That's what we've been missing throughout the whole of this season, mate. I think Ali and all of us know it wasn't the best performance today, but who really cares? It was the 3 points that mattered, and there was no other better. I don't think there's ever been a more celebrated goal. I haven't celebrated a goal like that in years, mate. I know we played Barca, and obviously what happened with that game, mate. But John
Octerberg's obviously seen my reaction. Look, there's John.
Spot on.
But I think he told Ali to go up. Actually, he's the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I think he told Ali to go up. You know, because it was the 95th minute, Jack. Come on. Goals change games and everything like that, but that was last kick of the game. If that goes over the bar, it's over. It is over. You know what I mean? And our top four hopes are over as well. I think we're gone.
Yeah, I think I seen online as well. I think Klopp wasn't too pleased at the beginning, and then obviously when the ball flew in the back of the net, he was a lot more happy anyway. But I think obviously commentary was saying, "Oh, we'll take a point," but Ali was like, nah, none of that. But obviously what happened with his father, mate, and obviously I think you don't even have to be a Liverpool fan, just a human being at the end of the day. The sheer raw emotion that come from that goal.
And his interview at the end on Sky, I don't know whether you've seen it or not, but he was basically crying. John Moore is saying it as well. Got to be real tonight. I don't care about top four. That was for Alisson's dad, who, of course, passed away earlier in the year in Brazil. Of course it was. You wouldn't write it. You couldn't write the script, could you? We go to Old Trafford, a place that we don't usually win, Jack, to be fair. We hadn't won there since 2014. We put in one of our best performances of the season, win 4-2. Then go to West Brom. I knew this was going to be a squeaky, tricky game. And Burnley's going to be tricky as well. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
But let's talk about West Brom. I knew it was going to be a tough game today. I really did. They'd nothing to lose. They're relegated. You know what I mean? Fat Sam wasn't happy at the end either. But I'm delighted that he wasn't happy. But we weren't great today, Jack. We weren't great today. We weren't like we were against United. But we got over the line. But the thing for me is this Alisson goal will only mean something
at the end of
if we can get over the line this day next week. And I'm talking to you saying we're in the top 4. Then it even means more.
Yeah, it's going to be so massive, mate, isn't it? And it obviously fans will be back for the Liverpool game at Crystal Palace. Not too sure on the numbers, but there might be 10,000, 15,000. Not too sure on the correct amount. Apologies, that's a bit over. But it's good that we'll have the fans back. And as you mentioned there, Dave, obviously everyone in the comment section below tonight as well. It was the momentum, winning that game had. Obviously, deep down, I think all of us kind of believed it's the beauty of supporting Liverpool and obviously supporting football team anyway. You always believe, but to come from Alisson, I was just sat there laughing with my dad because I was watching on the screen slightly behind. I was on Sky Go's web app or something, and my dad comes running in from the kitchen going, "We scored." I'm like, "Have we?" I was like, and he went, "Alisson." I was like, "You are taking the mickey out." Yeah, I was like, "What?" Because I was thinking, "Oh, he's just punted one." And it's just landed in the back of the net or something from a free kick deep in Liverpool's half, and then it goes off a corner. And I'm like, no.
I mean, and I'll tell you what, it was a good header. It wasn't just like a header bang down. It was a beautiful header. And I seen the thing here. Helen Raybould saying, "I thought we were destined to draw." And then the next minute, Paul Machin is stripping off. I don't know whether you've seen that on Red Men.
Oh yeah, that was class.
Chris and Paul, and Paul takes his top off. A bit what I did I did the same thing for the Origi last minute winner about 2 years ago, at Newcastle. Remember the header? And I was like, that would be top, yeah. But oh my God, I just can't. Derek, my brother Derek is in. Great header. Could not believe it, says Derek. Absolutely. Still can't believe it. Still think I'm dreaming, to be fair.
Yeah, first Liverpool goalkeeper to score, only. So that's another stat
in the league.
Another stat to put in the history books as well.
Play Alisson up front, yeah. Do you know what? We'll go through the players as well. The performance we missed a few chances again. Mane was a disappointment again for me, Jack.
Yeah, it was frustrating again, mate. And I said on my post-match, and I think I wish there was fans in the stadium because I'd love nothing more than to get 50,000 Liverpool fans behind.
There will be fans. There will be fans at Burnley because it's Burnley's last home game. And there will be fans at Anfield, obviously, for the Palace game. So that might help,
Yeah, it's Mane. There's no doubting Mane's ability. We all love him. There's no... I just want him to get out with his running form. And we just need the fans to get behind him. And I love nothing more. All of the players, they've needed our help. And I think Mane just needs our help. Yeah, he's a professional footballer and a professional athlete. But some players just need that little boost. And he himself, I think he's trying too much, Dave. When you watch him,
he's trying too hard.
Yeah, he's thinking too much. I think he just needs a bit of luck. The amount of times, like over the last couple of weeks and months, he's got into position and he's thinking 5 steps ahead before he's even got the ball. And I think that's like with anything. If you work and you think too much, but I think next season it'll be a massive year, and I think it'll come. The break come if we do get Champions League, fantastic. I think he just needs to little recharge of his batteries because I think if you look at the stats, Mane, he's up there with one of the amount of minutes played over the last 3 to 4 years.
He needs a rest. There's no doubt about it. We know that. But I'll tell you what's important. Burnley obviously Wednesday, and then Palace next Sunday. He's good records against those two clubs though, especially Burnley. So he's going to start because as we know, Jota's out. And Kabaka's out for the season, by the way. Well, a season means a week. But both of them are big losses for us. Kabaka's out as well. Don't know whether you heard that, but that's true.
Yeah.
That's bad news for us, It just this season has just been bad news on top of bad news on top of bad news. So if we can come out of this season, Jack, with a top 4 play, finish 4th in this league, it's as good as winning a cup for me. It's as simple as that. For the season we've had.
Yeah, like no other team in Europe has faced at least, 20 odd changes in terms of centre back partnerships. That's down to Liverpool's hierarchy, and obviously the manager into Liverpool allowing themselves to be put into the position. But still, you've got to be dealing with the cards you dealt. And Liverpool, you only have to see the improvements of Thiago and Fabinho. I think that's 6 out of the last 7 won when those two have played midfield, and it's no magic trick. The both of them played fantastic, and Thiago, Dave, tonight was fantastic.
Thiago was good. Thiago was good.
He controlled the whole momentum, and I'm so excited to see him next season.
Mane and Bobby were poor today. They have been brilliant, but it's excuses now. They need to get a kick up the arse. Yeah, I didn't think Bobby was too bad today, actually.
No, I
thought Bobby was actually okay. He should have scored that time he hit the post. I think he should have scored that. But his link-up plays is getting a lot better. He's getting a little bit more confident. You know what I mean? Mane's the worry for me because we've no Jota.
It's just been a weird season, Dave, and a weird year for everyone. And I think, obviously, professional athletes, they've all been stuck in their hotel rooms. Probably, Alisson wasn't even allowed to go to his dad's funeral. Jürgen wasn't even allowed to go to his mum passed away.
His mom's.
So, and everyone out there, obviously, we're dealing with the day-to-day lives as well, funerals and all that. But I'm hoping come next year, fans are allowed back into stadium. Obviously, safety is paramount in that, mate. But there's no other players. And I think Mane, out of all this Liverpool, out of all the starting 11, Mane thrives off the crowd the most. Like, I think he loves a good game. He loves the emotion. The bigger the game, the bigger the occasion, the more he steps up. And it's unlike Mane to not really step up.
Listen, Jack, what's happened to us in the last few days, the United game today, especially today, we've got to make it count. There's no, it's no use drawing or losing to Burnley on Wednesday night or tripping over onto the final hurdle against Palace. I mean, if Burnley away, Palace at home. Burnley are mid-table. They're fairly safe. There's not much they can do. Palace are safe as well. They had actually a good win yesterday. So, okay, we've injuries. We have a lot of injuries, key areas. The likes of Ox might come back into the fold for Wednesday, but we should be sitting down on Monday and going, listen, lads, we're going to do this for Alisson. We're going to do it for his dad. We're going to do it for the team. We're going to get top 4. That's what we're going to do. We've 2 games, 2 good finals. It's 2 good finals.
It's the back end of the season, isn't it, Dave? You forget about performances, results, and all that matter. If it was like 5 games into the season and Liverpool playing as poorly as we have, then there'd be real question marks over Liverpool's performances, babe. But as you mentioned, and everyone's mentioned on social media, do you know the job that they need to do? Whatever happens, hopefully it's a draw versus Leicester and Chelsea. I know Leicester have got Spurs
I don't want, we will go through that now. That's on Tuesday night. Remember, if Chelsea win, let's say Chelsea beat Leicester, which is possible because they're going to be roiled up for what happened at the weekend with the FA Cup. So they'll be saying we want to beat these because it could go down to goal difference. You know that, don't you? If Chelsea beat Leicester, we beat Burnley, we'll go into the last game of the season level with Leicester on 66 points. But the good news for us is we're level with Leicester at the moment.
On goal difference, is it? That's good.
So if we can go into that game on Sunday week against Palace after beating Burnley by at least a goal or 2, whatever goal difference we can get against Burnley, we'll go into that game. So even if we're +2 up on them, they'll have to score 2 more goals than us. And they're playing a Spurs side. They won 2-0 today. Harry Kane looks on form. That won't be an easy game for them either.
He'll be chasing the golden boot, Kane as well. So.
Preferably, you want Leicester to win or even a draw there. But listen, we can relax now. That's Tuesday, but the big one is Wednesday. But I mean, it could have all went up in smoke, Jack. You're talking about 30 seconds here. You know what I mean? Wow.
Yeah, no, I've just checked my phone there, mate, and Diev got beat as well, so that's even better.
Klopp.
No, Diev getting beat, that was fantastic as well, mate. But
is it over?
Yeah, they got beat 1-0, which is
Sheffield
great.
United. Oh my God.
Yeah, so all the stage it was of our Sheffield. But yeah, it was so important, Dave, on it, and that's why I love supporting Liverpool, don't we? The sheer emotion, the ups, the downs, the emotions throughout the whole
I don't
game.
think any other team does it, and no other team does heart attack football other than Liverpool. Last minute winners. How many last minute winners did we get last season? Think about it.
Yeah, when we won the league, so many.
6 last minute winners. Like Jay is in. We got Firmino. Jay, how are you, Jay? Helen's in. The Anfield Lark. My brother Derek is in. Arsenal fan circle is in. Jade is in. Jason Irish Red. Helen Raybold, as usual. Tommy Walker, Seamus Moore, John Moore, Legends, the 1892 Reds podcast. Check them out on YouTube as well. Brilliant. 1963 Data is in. Jeez, we got a big crowd in tonight, Jackie boy.
Spot on.
Big time. We've momentum with us. I think we'll do it, says Derek. Well, I hope you're right, but it's a big game Wednesday. It won't be easy at Turf Moor. The opposition are all top athletes these days, and they will want to finish strongly. Exactly. Alex at the Anfield Lark is saying, like, Burnley won't roll over. Well, I mean, West Brom didn't roll over today, did they? I mean, we were lucky with that decision, Jack, that went against us.
Yeah, no,
To be fair, that could have gone either way now.
Yeah, not going to sit here and say I think Liverpool got the rub of the green. You need that in football, mate. As I was speaking to Connor and Mickey before, it evens itself out throughout the whole of the season. There's been massive decisions that went Liverpool's way and gone against us as well. Every team has them. West Brom have had them for them and against them this season. So, but yet Liverpool had a big slice of luck. But as we said, it was like something was written in the stars for this to happen tonight. They could have been playing for another 20 minutes. Stuff would have happened in that game. That would have been weird. Ali might have got a hat trick as well, so you never know. But yeah, the first goal, fantastic strike by Mo. But I don't understand. I think the referee got in the way. But you've got to talk about that. We're not going to sit here and be naive to the fact that it was a very the build up for the goal was very lucky.
It was a lovely finish, though.
Yeah,
it was a lovely
finish.
First time, I think, because it was forced. It was basically bottom corner. I mean, it went in off the post. The keeper is a big lad, and even he couldn't get to it. Even though it wasn't a bullet of a shot, but it was precision. It was pure precision. Out of nothing, Jack. I think
that's what Salah needs a couple of times. One of the times, I think sometimes when he gets in 1-on-1, he just wants to. La legend.
Lalu is in the house.
I think he just powers it far too much. When he's in between the sticks, 1-on-1. I think Mo just needs a bit more time and patience on the goal. But I think next season we'll see a bit more goals than this season, I think.
Yeah, but listen, we can go through the goals. We can go through the player rate. We'll stay on for about 15, 20 minutes, another 15, 20 minutes, because we have a good few people in the chat here. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Let's get a few more people in. Get your comments in, of course. Who your man of the match was? Well, obviously Alisson is up there, isn't he? But I mean, just for me, as I said, we've got to relax now. A lot of emotion today. You can relax and celebrate today. That's grand. On the coach or whatever, back to Liverpool tonight. Then tomorrow, all eyes on Burnley. I'm sure they'll have a little bit of an eye on the Chelsea-Leicester game Tuesday night. One or two of them might watch it. But realistically, if we do our job and do it right, Jack, we've got a great chance. I mean, if we beat Burnley, try to get a goal or two on them. The more goals, the better, obviously. And then just beat Palace at Anfield on Saturday. I think those 2 wins will be good enough no matter what happens. But, I mean, it's hard. It's when you think about it, even being in this position is unusual. I 2 weeks ago, you wouldn't have thought we'd be in the position. 2 wins and you're in. It's what I mean.
It's mad. Like, it's how ironic is it, Dave, and everyone at home, like, that we have played. Well, we will be playing West Brom. Negative football, very much struggled when we played them this season. Obviously, this game tonight. Burnley, we got beat by them at Anfield. Not going to be a pushover really in terms of that.
No.
Sean Dyche, he hates Jürgen. I think
we'll give you a good game there on Wednesday night. Oh no, listen. We've a decent record up until that loss against. We had a great record against Burnley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We chances against Burnley at Anfield. We were going through a terrible time at that time when they beat us. So everyone was beating us then. So I wouldn't read too much into that game. It's a different game. This is where this is something riding on it. This is basically a semi. Yeah. This is a second leg semi. Like, it's 0-0 in a second leg semi.
One game.
You win this, you're into a final. Yeah. So Let's just concentrate on Burnley. But as you say, Leicester. Arsenal fan circle is in. Football brings brilliant stories. I made it for Alisson, to be fair, says Arsenal fan circle. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for popping in, my friend. Check them out on YouTube as well. Top football content. And I was delighted yesterday for Leicester City beating Chelsea in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually a very good final. I was happy for Lee Chappie. Was a happy man. A friend of mine, Lee, and Boya, LCFC Boya, of course. Two great Leicester City fans.
A football club that is run properly from the ground up anyway. Really do deserve it for the work. Well done to Rodgers, because I think I've been one of his critics. I think a lot of people out there have. He's a very good manager, but I think he has started winning trophies now. It was a big question mark over his career. Obviously, he won trophies at Celtic, but I don't think winning it in Scotland in comparison to the Premier League as well. But phenomenal work he's doing. He's not been given the big budget that he has been compared to the other big clubs. But if it's Chelsea and Liverpool that get Champions League, or Liverpool, you never know. But fair credit. I made it for Boyer and the lads and all Leicester fans out there anyway, and obviously with their owners.
Jay, we got Firmino. Jay is on there. Thought Thiago was excellent today. Starting to see the real Thiago I remember from Bayern last year. Yeah, Thiago was very good today. It was one of his best games, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah. He pulled the strings there, didn't he, Jay? And I think we'll see the best of him next season. But today, the game was. This is why we brought him in, Dave. And I think just that continued park the bus team, Brexit football, if you want to call it that. Teams that just park the bus, but it never fazed him today. I think it was Westbrom and Allardyce probably shit himself going, whoa, what's this? A world-class footballer? You wouldn't even know what to do. He was managing Thiago.
Oh, yeah. Anfield Lark, they're going to take your catchphrase in the papers, Dave. Alissons in Wonderland. I was one of the very first people to ever say Alissons in Wonderland. I think it was when we signed them, actually. I remember on Sean's Liverpool Football Talk talking about it. This was like whenever. Remember when we actually signed him from Roma that week? But sure, great thing.
That's happened with so many stuff, Dave, as well. I'm
retiring on that. I'm going to retire on that. The copyright enough.
Copyright.
Copyright, yeah. Doug is in the house. Doug, you can pop in if you want. No problem, bro. There's plenty of room in here. If anybody wants to pop in and say hello. But just my energy's nearly just gone from that, Jack. That was just from 1-1 over. You know, such a disappointment. It would have been a disappointment. Would have been a disappointing season, basically. It really would have been.
I think everyone all
of a sudden. Yeah. I mean, all of a sudden, wow, we've a chance here.
Yeah.
Leeds beat them 4. Should have been 6. That's true, Tommy. But
a win's a win at the end of the day.
Every game is its own little microcosm. It's little universe. Things happen. Red cards, decisions, VARs. But there's two key decisions today in today's result. The first one was, I think that was harsh on West Brom not getting that goal. I really do, Jack. They said that their player was in Alisson's eye line or something. Remember, it wasn't offside.
Like when it first went in, I was like that shouldn't have been disallowed, because obviously I think Sam said after the post-match, probably going to cry into a chippy tonight. It was like 22 yards or 2-3 yards, but even still, I think I can understand why it was given, but well in VAR.
What?
Well in VAR for giving that to us.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, VAR actually, it came to our rescue today. So I mean, comes and swings around, Jack. It swings around, Yeah. But I just thought today.
I think.
What?
Yeah. Just with Jason's comment of
a draw wouldn't be a bad result, or a Leicester win, but I can't see Leicester beating Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I could see a draw. Like Leicester, when you think about it, this is another cup final for them. For them to get top 4. I mean, if they beat Chelsea, they're basically going to get top 4. They more or less got it. So to them, it's saying this is another cup final here, lads. So it's going to be unusual what we think might happen there. But I'll just see if I can send Doug. You can chat away there, Jackie boy, if I can send Doug. Have a look at a few of it. Can you see the comments on your end?
Yeah, Tommy. He's got the Tommies. I remember that you were the first, obviously talking about the catchphrases. Zayn, Kareem.
Kareem,
give it or will score a goal. Give it to Alan, he will score. Carl, Chelsea should beat Leicester, actually.
Well, maybe.
Is that the case? Yeah, maybe. Hang on, let's quickly look on here. Have you sent that link to Doug there, mate, or do you want me to do it?
I've done it.
Oh, yes, yeah, go ahead.
Carl Erasure is in. Chelsea should beat Leicester, actually, says Carl from Germany. Carl, how are you? Hopefully you're well, my friend. Give it to GTO Ali and he will score a goal. Zane, how are you, Zane? Hopefully Nerd Boy Kareem is in the house. Alan Arkins, did you watch the documentary Kenny? No, I presume you're talking about Kenny Dalglish.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Yeah, I think my mum got me that as a Christmas present a couple of years ago. It's on DVD or probably on Amazon or Netflix, I'm not so sure. But yeah, it's a fantastic documentary. I love obviously analysing and watching all the old classic Liverpool stuff.
As North Red said, do you remember the save he made against Napoli? Remember the famous save at Anfield when we won 1-0? Yeah. That injury time save was similar to that goal. Well, it will be if we could beat Burnley and Palace and get top four. That's what I'm explaining to you earlier to Jack. You have to make this win mean something. And it'll only mean something if we get top four, won't it? Really?
Yeah, most definitely means.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, still a bit of work to do, but I think that win was just as big as they come. I'm calling the FA Cup the VAR Cup final, says Arsenal fan circle. Well, that was harsh in Chelsea as well yesterday, but that was the FA Cup. We won't be delving into the FA Cup too much, other to say congrats to Leicester City, of course.
Yeah, Leicester have got Tottenham and Chelsea, and then Chelsea have got obviously Leicester and Aston Villa. So yeah,
Villa away. I mean, they're tricky enough games as well, you know. I mean, every game's tricky if you have to win it, Jack. That's the thing. It's a tricky game, you know. Nothing's going to be simple. It won't be handed to you on a plate. You've got to bloody earn it, as the famous saying goes. We need to beat Burnley. Going to be a cold Wednesday night in Burnley and Turf Moor. Yeah. The turf will be cut. Yeah, it is. But Alisson will get man marked in the next game, says North Red.
Yeah, good shout that though.
If Leicester beat Chelsea by a few, can we afford a draw in the last two games? No.
I think we need to win every single game.
We have to win because Chelsea or Leicester are 3 points ahead of us, remember. They've 2 games, we've 2 games, but they're 3 games ahead of us. But the game they play is against Chelsea. That's what helps us, the fact that they play Chelsea. So 3rd and 4th play Chelsea, each other. That's what helps us. Chelsea have 64, I think. We've 63 and Leicester have 66. Now, the goal difference with us and Leicester is the same. And Leicester, I think Chelsea just have a +1 on us. So it's even tight in the goal difference. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I was thinking, I think even if Leicester, let's quickly get the table up anyway. Let's quickly get that up.
Who was the man of the match? Dan. Who's Dan? I think we're the Mighty Reds TV, didn't he? Mighty Reds television.
For me, Dave, I was impressed with Thiago. Trent, phenomenal yet again. Leadership qualities from the get-go. Really did perform. I think he was all over the pitch again tonight, Dave. He's just like us, and he's a fan at heart because he bleeds red and he understands this whole football club from the grounds up. But his performance yet again, and I think he's only 22 as well now, so he's got a lot of development. No one comes near him in terms of quality at right back in world football. He is the #1 right back in world football. Yeah.
Steve Richards says Dyche versus Klopp round 2. Ding ding. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, Alisson hit a knockout punch tonight because that was literally, the countdown was on. That goes wide, it's over. That goes wide, it's over. Crazy, crazy stuff. It really was. And as Carl Erasure says here, look, this is very interesting. When you realise in 129 years, since 1892, first ever keeper to score a goal in a top flight game, that is crazy. That is crazy.
It's crazy stuff, mate.
I don't know whether you've seen a reaction I did. I did a reaction video to it.
Oh, well, I'll watch that. Yeah, it's quickly.
This was literally seconds after Alisson had just scored, and I think it's nearly 1,000 fucking views at this stage.
What is that on, Dave? Is that on Facebook? Or?
No, here. Backers, I'm just going a header. 2-1 in injury Chelsea drive a corner kick, the last kick of the game. Alisson Becker, the goalkeeper, with the header. Beautiful header. 2-1 Liverpool. The hairs all over the shop. Liverpool have won it. OMG. Alisson Becker with the winner. Alisson Becker's in Wonderland. Liverpool in Wonderland. Liverpool have beaten West Brom 2-1. Oh my God. That was literally seconds after he scored. I couldn't believe it. Oh my God. I was lost for words, actually. Dave, Barca's women are winning 4-0 against Chelsea. I seen that. Did you see that? Did you, Jack?
Yeah.
You were 3-0 up after 20 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had that on in the background before when I was doing adding some thumbnails. Like, it absolutely battered them there, really.
You're being called H from Steps.
Who, me? Oh no!
I don't think it's me.
I don't know.
Me. It must be you.
I need a headband. I need a Torres headband here last week.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'd love if Chelsea get pushed to 5th. I'll tell you what, Chelsea could potentially fall out of the top 4. And I mean, to be fair, I think City will beat them in the Champions. They could win nothing and get Europa League place. I mean, that would be unbelievable.
I'm just looking at the goal difference now, Dave, and everyone. Obviously, Liverpool on +21, Chelsea on +22, Leicester on +21. Yeah.
There you go, baby. See? Yeah.
So it's all up for grabs.
It's squeaky bum time. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, if let's say Chelsea win, which looks the likely result.
Yeah.
Let's hope Chelsea win well. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want Chelsea winning by 2 or 3 goals. The more goals Chelsea win by, and then if we beat Burnley, it'll give us a 3-4 goal cushion going into the Palace game. So that's what you want. If you want Chelsea to win, you want them to win well or a draw. So there's loads of connotations.
Imagine if it's the last game of the season, mate. And Chelsea win, and then it comes down to goal. I'm
going to sleep for the game. Wake me up before we go. I'm going to sleep. Riot Rovers. This stuff was absolute Riot Rovers. We can draw and still go through if Leicester lose the last 2. Yeah, that's true, of course, as well. Yeah. I mean, 4 points. We could get 4 points. Say a win and a draw. That would give us. What would that give us, Jack? 67.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, 67. Yeah.
If Leicester lost the last 2, then we go through, of course. But listen, I want to be beating Burnley and at least go into the game at Palace at Anfield saying, "We win this, boys." That's what I want. The last game.
If buts or maybes, you never know. But yeah, it's just amazing that we've won today, mate, and everyone.
Oh yeah, me mate Alan Arkins is in here saying, don't forget, he calls me Mr. T, by the way. Back to Barrytown at 9:30 on Irish television tonight. His brother, of course, is Jimmy Rabideau, The Commitments. You know the Commitments film?
Oh yeah.
He's the manager. He's the manager in The Commitments.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, Robert Arkins. So that's Alan Arkins. So I will have it on record, Al, so don't worry about it. I'm very committed like that.
Yeah.
But what a film that was. The Commitments, great film. Great film. But listen, it's just been an unbelievable day. It's been unbelievable. Yeah. Burnley and Palace, defo beatable. Listen,
it's never an easy game on paper. Yeah, it's never an easy game.
Burnley for me is the tough game. For me, if we can get, I've always said it. I said it after the United game. If we can get off, like you bring it back to Anfield. I know there'll be a few fans at Anfield as well. Is it 5 or 10,000? 5,000.
10,000, yeah.
We'll have a bloody chance. We'll have a chance. You give me that cup final for a top 4 spot at Anfield, I'll take your bloody hand off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's North Red coming in. See if I can just click on him here. If we pull this off this year, like no other, injury-wise, this will go down as one of the greatest achievements. That will be dictate what money we have indeed. Also attract to the LSE. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If we can get over the last 2 hurdles, guys, this will be like winning a cup. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got so many ramifications on it in terms of transfers, off the field business as well.
Aaron is in the house, Out of City Cop. How are you, bro?
See you, lads.
Aaron, yeah. Wow. Hope you're well, my friend.
Yeah.
In the house. Check out Out of City Cop on YouTube as well. Top-notch LFC content. Jay, what do you lads think of Bamford rumours? What do you think of the Bamford to Liverpool rumour, Jack?
No, mate. No. I'd rather play Ali up front.
So would I.
Yeah.
So would I.
Yeah.
No. Listen. We're
Save
a bit
our
better.
pennies and spend it on a centre back.
Yeah. I think Bamford is a little or an Aldi shop. We're hopefully not going to shop an Aldi this summer. We're going to at least move up to the likes of Marks and Spencers or something for a few players, because
no disrespect to him, he's an right player, but for the standard in which Liverpool want to go,
wouldn't be our level. No. But also, Jack, you looked at our bench today; it was very weak.
Yeah.
I mean, we lost Jota and we lost Kabak for the next 2 games.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, Ox might be back, I think, Wednesday.
Yeah, I think he was on one. Like, the only attacking options for Liverpool today were Wijnaldum, Shaqiri and Divock. Ben Woodburn surprisingly was on the bench as well.
Yeah. Well, I can see Genie starting Wednesday. That's a defo.
Yeah.
I don't think Curtis Jones did enough, Jack, to be fair. He didn't
have a bad game. I think he done all right. Not an amazing. Obviously, Thiago dominated midfield, but I was made up to see him in the starting 11, mate. But yeah, it is. I think next season will be a massive season. I think obviously with Ginny leaving, he will get a lot more game time, and he's still young as well, Dave. And we're talking about Trent being only 22. This young lad, Jones, he's the future of Liverpool Football Club, and Jurgen's not to be a manager that just throws in players for the sake of it. He's got a lot of development to do, and I'm pretty sure he will become an amazing player. Well, he already is a quality player now, but really get to him. And
the other thing is, Jack, as well, the next 2 games will dictate our season next season. The next 2 bloody games will dictate what happens next season, because if we get Champions League football, all of a sudden the club has just moved up a level, confidence levels, players coming back, players wanting to come in, even though those deals usually are already 90% done anyway, because we're in May already. But it'd be a huge thing for us if we can do it. Sean from Liverpool Football Talk is in the house. Sean, how are you, bro? Hopefully you're well, my friend. What a win today, baby! What a win today!
Get in there.
Oh, absolute brilliant. What else? I seen a funny comment back here. I think you were saying you were in Westlife or something, but what is it? We're watching Westlife here, one with the accent and the other with the hairstyle.
Yeah.
Well, you should watch me video I did with Brian McFadden 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He was with Westlife. But but listen, it's just one of those days, Jack, which could potentially go down in the history of the club, because we've got to make it count. We've got to make Burnley count, and we got to make Palace count. That's for me.
It definitely will, mate. And it's hard not to think too far ahead, but I think just got to focus on Burnley now, and you never know. Something was written in the stars, and I said this season was written in the stars for Liverpool to get top 4, and I think I still do believe that. Just the way the season's panned out, Dave, and everyone at home, it's been absolutely crazy.
Okay, my voice is nearly gone.
Yeah, I'm so tired. Apologies if it's picking up. I'm absolutely knackered. I used all my energy.
Give me a ring tomorrow during the week, Sean, for Liverpool Football Talk. I haven't talked to him in ages. Yeah. Nice for popping in, my bro. If we get Champions League, boys, the transfer market is our oyster. We're the most attractive club. I don't care what anybody says. LFC and supporters, a dream club. Nobody does it better. You know that song? But it is, of course we are. But even if we didn't get top 4, we're still a dream club. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I wouldn't be worried about Jason. I'm flying without wings. I think Alisson was flying without wings. You know what I mean? Steve Richards, Dave, we have the option to bring back. Do we have the option? I don't think we have the option to bring back Brewster.
I'm not so sure. So. If we do, then that'll be interesting. I think I wouldn't personally bring him back anyway. I think a younger lad than the lad Reds, a young 17-year-old scored for Sheffield tonight. I don't know if he's a striker or whatnot. Then I think it's a weird one. He's went to Sheffield and just not being given the opportunities. Fair play to us because we've got all that money. So happy days. Obviously, if we do sell Shaqiri, do sell Origi, do sell obviously Nat Phillips if he stays, I think we'll command a big fee because a lot of Premier League clubs. I tell you, if he moved to a team like Burnley who play a low block, it'd be phenomenal. It'd literally be one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah. If this works, where will Big Ali's statue go? I don't know whether you've seen the Brazil, the Christ the Redeemer, the big huge Jesus statue in Brazil. They had a picture of Alisson. I don't know whether you've seen it, did you? It's very funny, but Dave, how do you know Brian? I know a lot of people, believe it or not. Believe it or not.
Right, Dave, I'm going to have to shoot anyway.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay on. I'll probably stay on for another 5 or 10. Jackie boy, as always.
Thank you for letting me come on,
safe.
matey. All right, I'll
No
speak
problem,
to you later.
bro.
Lads, everyone, have a lovely rest of your night.
See you, Jack. Boys. Cheers, bro. Jack Mac LFC, the legend, has left the house. He's in the green room. I think he's having a champagne or something in the green room. Are you still there, Jack? Are you there? Look.
I can't even find my case. I'm having an absolute nightmare. I swear you haven't had a couple of bevies. Thank you for having me on, Dave. Bye-bye,
All
everyone.
right, see you, bro. Good luck. Bye-bye. Jackie boy has left the building. I'm going to stay on for another 5 minutes, but wow. Absolutely. What a day. What a goal. Alisson Becker. Man of the match for me. Liverpool beating Westbrom. Coming from behind. 2-1. Huge win. Huge win. Respect. Good answer, Dave, says Ravi. I know a few people. That's all I'll say on that one. But I'm hopefully have a few more people on. I'm hoping to get John Octoberg on, Liverpool goalkeeping coach, who told Alisson to go up and score that goal. Hope to get him on in the close season, basically. Love Jack, says Northred. Jack's a great guy. Check out Jack Mac LFC on YouTube and Twitter. But guys, what a day. Dreamland. Alisson is in Wonderland. Imagine being Tuchel and Rodgers watching that. Ecstatic. Imagine them, says Rory Fitz. Rory, you couldn't write it. You just could not write it. But it's just been crazy stuff. Really has been. Stay on for another few minutes. My voice is going after that madness today. But as I say, we got to make it count, guys. We got to make it count. Huge game on Wednesday at Turf Moor against Burnley and then Palace at Anfield. Just get the 2 wins. Just get the 2 wins. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. The likes are so important. The more likes that are hit, the more people come in, apparently. So that's why you want to hit the like button. Get in, Reds. Ali, you beauty, says 1892 Reds podcast. Hopefully you as well as that Luke. Who is that, Luke? As I say, guys, I'm not going to say how much longer. It was just to say, what a day. What a win. Liverpool have a good chance. 2 games away from top 4 finish. Who would have thought that 2 or 3 weeks ago? Certainly not me. Certainly not me. Dave, you should link up with Alex from Cop TV. Yeah, there's loads of people. James Redmond said he'd do a video with me. James Redmond, hopefully soon. There's loads of people to do stuff with. But hopefully all in the future. We've only got 2 games left, but let's finish this season first. Ricky from 1892 Reds podcast. Check out 1892 Reds podcast, top Reds content on YouTube too. On the like button on Twitter, I don't know. It's only on YouTube. I think you can hit the like button. I'm not sure. Says Rory. Even few. It's great to have even though there's only a few, to have a few fans back in Anfield. I think it's 5,000, as Jack said. This day next week, we will know. This time next week, we will know if we are in top 4. Wow. Great show, Dave. Great show, Davey boy. Come on, you Reds, says North Red. Thank you very much. As I say, I'm not going to stay on much longer, but Willow has come in, so I'll stay in for a few minutes. Willow, how are you? Hopefully you are well. Sorry I'm late. Cracking result. Alisson, what a fucking goal, says Willow. It was a fucking goal. It was an unbelievable goal. Check out my reaction to it. Dave's LFC chats. I did a little 10-second reaction. Oh my God. OMG. Only Liverpool, only LFC, only sport can make you feel this way or make you do these type of things. I mean, this is just crazy shit, guys. Crazy shit. Goalkeeper, 95th minute. Bang! After his dad passing away. OMG. Unbelievable stuff. Made up for Alisson today. Come on, you Reds. Thank you, Super Ali, for that goal today. It's a Seamus Moore. Tom Conley. Happy days, Dave, Jack, and all you LFC legends. Never forget the 96. Absolutely, Tom. It's just been one of those days. That could be the big turning point. We played well on Thursday against United, our biggest rivals, of course, beating them 4-2 at Old Trafford. After going 1-0 down again, remember. So that's 2 comebacks. We're going to be the comeback kids. And all of a sudden, we were 1-0 down against West Brom. We didn't panic. We had chances. Salah got us back into a lovely finish, to be fair. Really good finish. It's 1-1 at half time. Chances second half. Bobby hit the post as well in the first half. It was slipping away. It was slipping away. Who steps up? Alissons in Wonderland. Big Ali. Header. 95th minute. In the corner for his dad. For the club. For the fans. 2-1. Wow. That's all I'm going to say. Wow. We had 2,000 supporters against Wolves and it made a difference. Absolutely. Any fans make a difference. Dave, this is why we are a special club, says Ravi. We are a special club. You've got that right. Goal of the season, says Jason. Well, it will be if we get top 4. There's your answer there straight away. If we get top 4 next Sunday, that's goal of the season. Game of the season. Willow, I whistled Chuck, the youngest granddaughter, up in the air and ran around the living room, says Willow. I lost my voice, basically. I lost my voice. I like this from Ravi. Alisson Shearer. Yeah. What a header. I know he's Brazilian, but for a goalkeeper to score a header like that was a number 9's header. That was a striker's header. A Robbie Fowler. An Ian Rush. Wow. We never grew up, says Helen. When you're watching Liverpool, you become a kid, though, don't you? You actually become a kid when you're watching Liverpool. And you do things and react to things, and you're either in a bad humour or you're in an ecstatic, crazy humour. It's been a long time coming. A feeling that I didn't think I would get this season. Thank you, Ali, says Tommy Walker. Hope you're well, Tommy. We haven't had many ups, mostly downs this season, to be fair, when you look over the season as a whole, with injuries, with VAR decisions, with Klopp's man passing away, with Alisson's dad passing away. You have a pandemic. There's no fans. They can't even go to their mum and dad's funerals in Brazil and Germany, respectively. Some results going against us, some decisions going against us. Injury city. And yet, with 2 games to go, we're still in it. We are still in it. And really in our own hands, to be fair. I'll keep an eye on the game Tuesday between Chelsea and Leicester, of course. As I said, all eyes on Tuesday. And then, Wednesday night, it's Liverpool, Burnley. It won't be easy, but any type of win will do me there. Any type of win. Dave on target too, says Ravi. It'll be the last game for Genie against Palace. He always humble and loyal player like Bobby. What a pity he is leaving, says Carl. Yeah, it is a pity. I think he'll start both the last 2 games, to be fair. We missed him today when he came on. He nearly scored, actually. A lovely little curler, just about a foot wide. But I think he'll definitely start the Burnley game and the Palace game. We'll finish with Genie in the middle. Genie out of the bottle. Bertie, Champions League final and U Cup final. Can you guess which one I'm watching that night? I say it's the U Cup final with Liverpool in it, of course. We could win that as well. I'll keep an eye on the Champions League final, to be fair. City, Chelsea. That should be interesting. What a delivery from Trent too. Low and like a bullet. Big moment, big player, big delivery. DHL boy. That boy can deliver like DHL. He should be working for DHL. Beautiful stuff. Should be sponsored by DHL. Some delivery on Trent. Gonna miss Genie, Carl. Stats merchant would be like he does nothing but plays and is on point. Well, I mean, Thiago, even Fabinho today was very good. Quiet. Went about his business, did his stuff quietly. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see Stupid tackles. Thiago as well started off his career at Liverpool, giving away, getting yellow cards, stupid tackles. He's cut that out. He's cut all that out. I think the quieter, effective players are better for Liverpool, especially in midfield. And Fabinho and Thiago are that today. But Alisson gets man of the match for me today. Ali's man of the match for me, because that goal saves our season. DHL Trent says, yeah, I love that, DHL Trent, because his deliveries are so good. You should do an ad for them, actually, shouldn't you, Trent? Alisson's interview after the game was very good, very emotional as well, Seamus. Very, very emotional. Genie will be missed. I met a couple of times during his LFC stint. Lovely guy and a legend. He will never forget that night versus Barca. History made, the 2 goals, of course, and the 4-0 win, the second leg semi at Anfield. That basically was the Champions League in 2019, of course. Who will ever forget that? Not me. Willow, it's great to have you in, guys. Really is. I'm not going to stay on much longer. 50 minutes in. Might stay for the hour. Get one or two little trivia questions in for the next 10 minutes. But Willow, Carl Ranger, North Red, Rory Fitz, Seamus Moore, Helen Raybold, Ravi. Who else is in? North Red, Jason Irish, Red, 8092 Reds podcast. So many in here tonight. Carl Ranger, Anfield Arc, Tommy Walker, Jade Exley, Out of City Cop, Alan Arkins. We got Firmino, Jay, Seamus Moore, John Moore. Wow. Some great guests, great people in tonight. Of course, we have Jack Mac LFC helped me out earlier in the show. I'm sure you all know where to find Jack Mac LFC on YouTube and Twitter. Tommy is signing off. Good night, Dave. Great stuff. You the man. See you later, bro. Tommy, we will definitely do something Tuesday night for the Burnley game. Maybe myself and Keith will definitely do something for that. For the Burnley game on Tuesday. That is an absolute defo. Probably around 8 o'clock, something like that. 7:30, 8 Tuesday night. Tommy Marker, what a great guy. What a great Red. Jimmy likely to go to Bayern. I thought it was Inter or Barca, but Bayern. Great stream, Dave. 2-1 Reds. Great team. Yeah. Listen, I'll take any type of win. Any type of win Wednesday night. 1-0. Obviously, more goals, the better. But just got to get the 3 points Wednesday night, guys. We got them today with an Ali spectacular header. Wow. I think we'll just finish on one or two little, for the last 6-7 minutes. We get the hour and then it's finito. One or two little trivia questions. Will we throw a few trivia questions in there in the comments, like the cartoons, films, or music if you want? For the last few minutes. Alan Arkins, if you're in, throw them in as well. But Sean from Liverpool Football Talk was in earlier as well. Check out Sean, Liverpool Football Talk. I'm sure you all know too. Anfield Lark was in earlier. All YouTube, 1892 Reds podcast. Jack Mac LFC. Doug from Dugout Football Channel was in. Connor from the Cop Council. Great channels. She's a spoiled rotten with the channels, guys. Redmen TV, Anfield, the Anfield Rap. Wow. Yanks of the Cop. I was on them earlier on. Check out. Did a little half an hour with them. The Yanks of the Cop, the Copite podcast channel. Cop On podcast as well with Owen. And there's so many. There's just so many. And Copish with Callum Drifty and Matt. James Redmond. Wow. Rory's asking me a question. What film would you overlay over the Alisson goal? Has to be Titanic. Has to be Titanic, doesn't it? When they're taking the corner, the Titanic, and when the header goes, oh, wow. Titanic has to be epic. Has to be an epic. Has to be an epic. Titanic to the Alisson goal. I think they did it to the second goal Salah got against Chelsea. Remember the 2-0? The bullet. But it would be really good, Titanic to Alisson's goal. Really, really would be on point, as I said. But hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the sub button. As I say, guys, next few minutes I'm going to give it the hour. Come at the man, Alisson Becker. Wow. 2-1 Reds. Unbelievable. The scenes. Did you see the scenes on the sideline? John Octoberg, all the staff, Klopp, high-fiving, jumping on each other, and you could hear them because there was no crowd. It was just unbelievable. Mane's a little better today, but he still looked blocks, as Carl. Listen, I just hope Mane clicks into form for Burnley and Palace. He's good records against those two teams, and I'm hoping, because he's good records against them, that he gets a goal or two in each game and becomes the Mane in the mirror that we know he is and can be and was last season. Voice is starting to go now, guys. Wow. 5 more minutes. Get 1 or 2 little questions in. 5 more minutes. Do you know what I've been doing in the last, say, week or two? I've been watching the best interviewers in the world on YouTube over the last 30, 40 years. The likes of Johnny Carson, the likes of our own in Ireland, Gay Byrne, Terry Wogan, the likes of Dick Cavett from the States, Letterman, these type guys, Jay Leno. Looking at the interview, the way they use their interviews, the way they let their guests speak. They don't speak over them. They throw in the odd funny comment. They ask the right question at the right time, the intro, outro. And it's just been absolutely Parkinson as well, says Northred. Yeah, all those guys. Dick Cavett is absolutely, some of the guys he had on. I mean, Johnny Carson's brilliant as well from the 70s and 80s. Different level, these guys. Just trying to get little tidbits off them, you know. It's absolutely, because when I started doing this, especially when you're doing interviews, you can talk over someone and it just doesn't sound right. You have to let them finish, start the intros, because I don't write anything down. I write nothing down. When I'm doing an interview with someone, a lot of people write them down and have minutes. I don't. It's just usually off the top of my head, which it probably shouldn't be, but it does be fairly straight from the mouth stuff for anybody I'm interviewing. Thank you, Dave. Bye to you all. Wish no draw on Tuesday, says Carl. Carl, stay safe. As I say, I'll do something Tuesday night, probably 7:30 or 8 for the Burnley game with Keith or 1 or 2 others. Defo, because that is huge. Gravy Boat Sam was fuming. He hates us, and I love it when he fumes. Actually, hear him do a gravy burp in the middle of his interview. What is this gravy thing? What is this? He wasn't happy. To be fair, he'd a right not to be happy. A 95th minute winner against your team from the goalkeeper, and then just a few minutes earlier getting your goal scrubbed off. I mean, you know. Do you watch Tommy Tiernan? I think it's good because he doesn't know who the guests are coming on. Tommy Tiernan's a lunatic, isn't he? He's a comedian. I am a bit of a comedian as well, I suppose, but he is rude and crass. Is that the word you'd use? But no, I like the old school interviewers, the likes of Johnny Carson in the States and Dick Cavett. You know, these type. You know, it's just getting little bits off them. I think it's really, really good and interesting. Great. I love watching it. Nostalgia. You all know that 70s and 80s stuff on YouTube. I just love it. What the fuck did Sam expect? They're already down. Yeah, but as I said to you, West Brom didn't roll over today. They did not roll over today, to be fair to them. Tommy Tiernan is a Liverpool fan. I didn't know that. Says Nora, that'd be some interview. Me and Tommy Tiernan, wouldn't it? I didn't know that. I'll have to work on that one. That'd be a decent one. Because remember, in the summer, say June, July, there won't be much happening. I don't know if even clubs will be going on pre-season tours with COVID. I don't know, but there'll be a few weeks where there'll be no football, and I'll try to get a few interviews, even one a week, where celebrity type interview. The likes of Brian McFadden I had on, and I had Liverpool's goal throwing coach, remember? Thomas Gronemark. I'm hoping to get John Ochtenberg, Liverpool goalkeeper coach, Alisson's mate. People like that, and you just don't know. You just don't know who's watching or, you know, who will come on, I suppose, is the most important thing. But I'm working on a few things for the next few weeks, and let's see what happens, guys. Okay, guys, I think we call it a night. It's almost an hour up. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. I'll talk to you soon. It's been great. It's been an unbelievable day. Your voice is going. Thank you very much for coming in. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for everything. Thanks to Alisson Becker for getting that late 95th minute winner against West Brom today. It keeps us in the hunt 2-1 win after coming back from 1-0 down against West Brom. It was unbelievable. It was dreamland. Match of the day I'm watching tonight. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks, guys. Thanks to Jack Mack LFC as well for coming on earlier. Thank you very much, Jack. Helen, Seamus, Nortred, Jay, Rory, the whole lot of you. There were so many on here tonight. Willow, Tom, Conley. Absolutely brilliant having you on, guys. Stay safe. I'll talk to you Tuesday. You'll never walk alone. This means more. Alisson is in